The actual well costs are divided into fixed costs, casing and tubulars, logging, cementing, drill bits, mobilization charges, rig move. Daily costs, contractor services, rig time, consumables. Overheads, offices, salaries, pensions, healthcare, travel. A fairly significant charge is usually made by the drilling contractor to modify and prepare the rig for a specific drilling campaign. This is known as a mobilization cost. A similar charge will cover once-off expenses related to terminating the operations for a particular client and is called a demobilization cost. These costs can be significant, say $5 to $10 million. The actual costs of a well show considerable variations and are dependent on a number of factors, for example, type of well, exploration, appraisal, development. Well trajectory, vertical, deviated, horizontal, multilateral. Total depth. Subsurface environment, temperatures, pressures, corrosiveness of fluids. Type and rating of rig. Type of operation, land, marine. Infrastructure available, transport and logistics. Climate and geography, tropical, Arctic, remoteness of location. Most companies hire a drilling contractor to supply equipment and manpower rather than having their own rigs and crews. The reasons for this are threefold. A considerable investment is required to buy a rig. Rig and crew need to be maintained and paid regardless of the operational requirements and activities of the company. Drilling contractors can usually operate more cheaply and efficiently than a company which carries out drilling operations as a non-core activity. Before a contract is awarded, a tender procedure is usually carried out. Thus, a number of suitable companies are invited to bid for a specified amount of work. Bids will be evaluated based on price, rig specifications, and the past performance of the contractor, with particular attention to their safety record. Several types of contracts are used. Hello my friends, welcome to my Energy Economist channel. In this video we are going to talk about exploration contracts. Stay with me. Turnkey contract. This type of contract requires the operator to pay a fixed amount to the contractor upon completion of the well, whilst the contractor furnishes all the material and labor and handles the drilling operations independently. The difficulty with this approach is to ensure that a quality well is delivered to the company, since the drilling contractor will want to drill as quickly and cheaply as possible. The contractor therefore should guarantee an agreed measurable quality standard for each well. The guarantee should specify remedial actions which will be implemented should a substandard well be delivered. Footage contract. The contractor is paid per foot drilled. Whilst this will provide an incentive to make hole quickly, the same risks are involved as in the turnkey contract. Footage contracts are often used for the section above the prospective reservoir where hole conditions are less crucial from an evaluation or production point of view. Incentive contract. This method of running drilling operations has been very successfully applied in recent years and has resulted in considerable cost savings. Various systems are in operation, usually providing a bonus for better than average performance. The contractor agrees with the company on the specifications for the well. Then the historic cost of similar wells which have been drilled in the past is established. This allows estimation of the costs expected for the new well. The contractor will be entirely in charge of drilling the well, and cost savings achieved will be split between company and contractor. Day rate contract. As the name implies, the company basically rents the rig and crew on a per-day basis. Usually, the oil company also manages the drilling operation and has full control over the drilling process. This type of contract actually encourages the contractor to spend as much time as acceptable on location. With increased cost consciousness, day rate contracts have become less favored by most oil companies. Actual contracts often involve a combination of the above. For instance, an operator may agree to pay footage rates to a certain depth, day rates below that depth, and standby rates for days when the rig is on site, but not drilling. Partnering and alliances. In recent years, a new approach to contracting has evolved and is gaining rapid acceptance in the industry. The concept has become known as partnering and can be seen as a progression of the incentive contract. Whilst the previously described contractual arrangements are restricted to a single well project or a small number of wells in which a contractor is paid by a client for the work performed, partnering describes the initiation of a long-term relationship between the asset holder, e.g. an oil company, and the service companies, e.g. drilling contractor and equipment suppliers. It includes the definition and merging of joint business objectives, the sharing of financial risks and rewards, and is aimed at an improvement in efficiency and reduction of operating costs. Therefore, a partnering contract will not only address technical issues but also include business process quality management. The latter has proven to result in more efficient and economic use of resources. For instance, the setting up of joint implementation teams has replaced the practice of having separate teams in contractor and operator offices, essentially performing the same tasks. The industry is increasingly acknowledging the value of contractors and service companies in improving their individual core capabilities through alliances, that is a joint venture for a particular project or a number of projects. A lead contractor, for example a drilling company, may form alliances with a number of subcontractors to be able to cover a wider spectrum of activities, for example completions, workovers, and well interventions. If you want to learn more about exploration contracts, you could do so in my book, Economic Study of Oil and Gas Well Drilling, which is published on Amazon. Check it out at the link in the description. Please take a second to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do not forget to also hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching and goodbye.